Good morning, everybody. It's the voice that makes you moist. JP the Outlaw, the your favorite color commentator. Okay, here to give you my raw review for March 1st, 2016. Isn't this March? March Madness? Holy snap! They opened the show with all the women in the Raw roster. Alexa Bliss systematically picks each and every woman apart except for Nia Jax, which she just compliments her and gets the fuck out of the way. Sasha Banks steps up to Alexa Bliss, and I'm just noting the interactions with certain females. Sasha Banks does a little interaction with her, as well as Mickie James. She calls Mickie James old, saying, "Don't worry, Mae Young, Fabulous Moolah has moved on to a better place." I thought it was funny as hell. Bayley, again, I still agree with my original statement I made last night after Payback. Bayley's a better, hungrier challenger. You can see it. You can see the difference in her. And I think that's what she needs as far as her character build. But this takes us into an 8-man tag match. Again, this match was boring as hell. Alexa Bliss, Alicia Fox did a beautiful Northern Lights, especially coming from her. That was alright. I liked it. You know what I mean? I'm a comment on that, as well as Mickie James' Mickey kick, which was connected perfectly. I thought was a great segment in their match. But Alexa Bliss winds up picking up the win for her team, and that was pretty much it. Enzo and Cass. The club attacks Enzo from the back. Enzo and Cass from the back. They, of course, win their match, and with a dirty win. I like it. Of course, fucking the club need heel heat going into this next pay-per-view for them, and they got enough time to build. I would like to see this match again, maybe on a pre-show. Put the club over. That's what I would do. They go into a backstage segment with TJP and Neville. You know, TJP is pretty much mocking Neville on how he won his match. And Neville is reassuring TJP that, again, the ref was out of position. This happened, that happened. But you shouldn't be concerned about that. What you should be concerned about is who your opponent is tonight, and proving to me that you have a right to challenge for the Cruiserweight title. Me personally, I like what Neville is doing as far as just his delivery as a heel. Being the king of the Cruiserweights, he is doing a fantastic fucking job. Just as far as he really believes his gimmick, he really believes that he is the king, that he is running Renshaw over the Cruiserweight division, which he is, because there's really not been anybody outside of Austin Aries, maybe TJP, can really step up and challenge him. Even though I did like the 6-man match that came on later today for the Cruiserweights. We'll talk about it. That takes us into a in-ring segment with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is feeling good after his win over Samoa Joe. And Seth Rollins is saying, "Look, man, I'm ready for Brock Lesnar. I'm ready to get the Universal title back around my waist. Or at least start to get the Universal title back around my waist." Well, Dean Ambrose comes out. Well, Finn Balor comes out first. Finn Balor says, "Look, it's time for the Universal Championship to come back to where it belongs. I was the first ever Universal Champion. I like that they're building that. This is why I would have kept Kevin Owens on Raw. You can't tell me that Finn Balor and Kevin Owens isn't a better rivalry. And you don't know yet, because Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor might be good, might not be. But we just don't know. They come out. Dean comes out. Finn comes out. Miz comes out, talking hella shit to Dean. You don't even deserve to be here. You wasn't on the pay-per-view last night. What the fuck is going on? And you know what? Dean calls up Kurt Angle and was like, "Yo, I think it should be a 3-way to find out for who be challenging for the Intercontinental title." Which is cool, which makes the Intercontinental title the number 1 title on Raw right now. Again, you still got the Cruiserweight title. You still got the Intercontinental title, the tag teams, the women's. But as long as Brock is not on TV, which I think is a good thing, the Cruiserweight title can not the Cruiserweight title, the Intercontinental title can be showcased prominently and in a better position than what it was on SmackDown. And I like that about the brand split and the switch up of the brand. And of course, they didn't want the U.S. title on there anymore because moving into that, they knew that the U.S. title would be at the forefront. And Vince McMahon has already said repeated times that he does not like the design of the U.S. title. So that's pretty much the end of that. Me commenting on that. As far as the Miz and Mike work, he is killing it. He just doing his thing. Cruiserweight 6-man match. You got Tony Nese, Brian Kendrick, and Noah Imdar. And then you have Tori Tozawa, the guy that was going up against Brian Kendrick like for 6 months now. Fucking Rick Swann, who looks like a homeless man. And Gentleman Jack, who has the Mary Poppins umbrellas for everybody. A great match. I wish, again, they would get more time, stop showcasing all of the fucking cruiserweights in a 6-man match. That's fucking pointless. But again, great match, nice in-ring action. I would like to see them do something more with Tony Nese, but for the most part, that's it. Sheamus and Cesaro in the ring with the Hardys. Sheamus and Cesaro is telling the WWE Universe on how much they are the bar, how much they set the standard for a dominant tag team. And then Matt and Jeff come out, they say they piece, listen, man, you guys was real physical last night. We appreciate that. We're glad that you brung it, but we're going to bring it to you now. They run down to the ring. Of course, Sheamus and Cesaro clear out and move from there. Then you get a Apollo Crews versus Heath Slater. And I kind of sort of like what they're doing with Apollo Crews. I wish there was a bigger name versus Tyson O'Neil. I would have took Mark Henry, anybody other than Tyson O'Neil, because you can see that, all right, we want to do something with Apollo Crews, but he's not ready yet. And considering the fact that the Jesus Christ, Intercontinental title is on Raw, and he would be perfect for that mid-card division, but they don't have a heavyweight championship right now, so he's pretty much in limbo again. He's still in limbo. I would have kept him on SmackDown if you were just going to leave him in fucking limbo. He winds up picking up the win. Titus comes in and, joins him in the celebration, but instead of celebrating, he taps him and tells him, yo, you need to get serious, and left it alone. They go to commercial. They come back off commercial. You got Kurt Angle in the middle of the ring addressing the universe about Bronx and Roman. And just to let everybody know that their feud is very much still alive. You didn't see Roman last night due to the actions that happened at Payback. Payback, Roman and Bronx. Bronx, I believe, had a day off or something like that. Bray Wyatt comes out. He cuts a fucking beast promo, just knocks it out the fucking water. He introduces himself to Kurt Angle. He goes into great detail to tell Kurt Angle that it is my time now, that I am here to take over Raw. Kurt Angle says, well, this is my show. And then Bray looks at him and says, this is my world. And then, follow the buzzer. It was a nice promo. I liked it. Austin Aries versus TJP. Austin Aries is so fucking good in the ring, my man. He does things that normal people does not do as far as the cruiserweight division is concerned. Same with TJ Perkins, who he was fighting in this match. It was a great fucking match. I would have closed the show with a match like this. But, again, it is the cruiserweights. This is Raw. Nothing makes sense. So, good match. I would have let TJ Perkins pick up the win, obviously, because, if you're building him as an apprentice to your Neville, you want your apprentice to be just as strong as your king as far as the cruiserweight division is concerned. Just saying. That goes into a backstage segment with R-Truth, Goldust, and freaking Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's like Goldust and R-Truth is like, look, we want a title shot against the Hardys. People say we haven't earned it. Put us against the tag team so we can earn it. So, Kurt Angle makes a match. Whoever wins the match next week will be the number one contender for the tag team champions. Which brings us to the three-way for the number one contender for the the Intercontinental title. Sorry about that, everybody. Intercontinental title. Finn Balor versus The Miz versus Seth Rollins. The match starts off slow as hell. But as soon as they pick up, they pick the fuck up. And I mean, as far as Finn and Seth Rollins go, Seth out there doing flips. And I like the fact that everybody brings it. Everybody brought it in this match as far as Finn Balor, as far as The Miz, as far as Seth Rollins. Everybody brought it. Really stepped it up to another level. I like Seth Rollins in the ring. He's a great competitor. He reminds me of a He reminds me of a Bret Hart back in the day. He's not quite Shawn Michaels, but he is definitely a fucking Bret Hart. Then, as far as Finn is concerned, Finn is his own dude. I can't compare him to anybody that's came in the past or that are in the current time. I probably could, but I can't. At the moment, I can't. I can't think of that right now. And The Miz again does his best fucking mic work of all fucking time on this night. As far as his in-ring action, basic Miz shit. He's trying to slide in and out the ring, pulling people's legs when he can, pulling the ropes down, even gets Maurice involved. Of course, Finn with his high-flying moves, he got a couple of good spots in. Seth got a couple of great spots in before Samoa Joe comes out of nowhere. Fuck Seth Rollins up on the outside as Seth is dealing with The Miz. Miz goes into the ring after fucking Seth is just fucked up and get ready to fight Finn Balor. Bray Wyatt comes out of nowhere. His sister Abigail on Finn Balor. And The Miz picks up the win. So that right there shows me these are your next 3 big matches as far as Raw is concerned. There's nothing else going on Raw. And unless if you're Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Miz, or Dean Ambrose, that's it. That's pretty much it. These guys should be in the heavyweight division for sure. But again, you got the title on Brock Lesnar. Not to mention, you got Romanoff, and goddamn Bronsoff all on one night. Okay? For that to happen, this was a great show. May have not been the best show. The ending was great. The show was like, all right, I get a show maybe 2.5. Maybe. But look, you guys, I gotta get up out of here. Appreciate you tuning into the fucking channel. As always, I will be here tomorrow or the day after to give you my SmackDown review, just to let you guys know about that. Plus also NXT. Check out my recent upload of the video of predictions and the review for Payback. Check those out, as well as any old episodes. The shit is cool. I fucks with it. And yeah, man, my final thoughts, man. Just be safe out here. Be safe out here. Make sure you lock your doors. People are officially doing nut shit. So, just be safe. That's all I can tell you. That's mostly, anytime I leave my final notes, it's either be safe, take care of your family, or just, be courteous to others. You don't want to be a dick all your life. All right? I got to get the hell out of here. Got to get Junior dressed. Got to get to work. Peace.